What if the most popular food on the planet was stolen? Right now, over 9 million pounds of French fries are eaten every single day in America alone. They're at every birthday party, every drive-thru, every late-night craving. But here's what nobody tells you. Country in the name never made them first. The man who got the credit may have never touched a frying pan, and the people who actually invented this food, they were nearly erased from history entirely. This is the hidden story of French fries, and by the end of this video, you will never look at them the same way again. Let's start with the biggest lie most people don't even know they've been told. French fries are not French. Where did they actually come from? The answer takes us to a small, cold country in Europe, Belgium, a place most people couldn't find on a map, but a place that may have given the entire world its favorite side dish. Here's what historians believe. Back in the late 1600s, in a region of Belgium called the Meuse Valley, working-class villagers had a tradition. They'd catch small fish from the river, slice them thin, and fry them in oil for survival food. But one winter, the river froze. No fish, no food, barely enough to survive. So they did something desperate. They took potatoes, sliced them into the same shape as the fish, and fried those instead. That act of survival, born out of hunger and cold, is the moment many food historians believe, but France gets the credit.
There's a man most Americans have never heard of. His name was Thomas Jefferson. Now, Jefferson spent time in Paris as the American ambassador to France in the 1780s. And while he was there, he fell in love with a dish he called potatoes served in the French manner. He brought the recipe back to America. He served them at White House dinners. And because he was Thomas Jefferson, one of the founding fathers, people assumed this was a sophisticated, European, French dish. The name stuck. French fries. But here's the part that makes your stomach turn. Jefferson didn't cook those fries himself. The man who actually prepared Jefferson's beloved French fries, who mastered the technique, perfected the seasoning, learned the art of the perfect fry, was a young chef named James Hemings. Hemings had been taken to Paris by Jefferson. He trained under French chefs. He learned everything. He became one of the most skilled culinary talents of his generation. And then he came home to America in chains. Jefferson got the legacy. Hemings got forgotten. Until now. James Hemings isn't just a footnote. He's the reason American cuisine exists as we know it. He introduced macaroni and cheese to America. He brought back whipped cream techniques. He mastered French cooking methods that would go on to shape how an entire nation ate.
And for over 200 years, his name wasn't in a single history book. This is a pattern that shows up again and again in food history. The people at the bottom of the social ladder who create the food, they perfect it. They carry it through generations. And then, when the food becomes valuable, when there's money to be made, someone else puts their name on it. Someone with power, someone with access, someone who gets to write the history. Ask yourself, how many foods do you love right now that have a hidden story just like this? Because we're just getting started. Now fast forward, from Belgian survival food to a White House dinner, to the 20th century, where something absolutely wild happens to the humble potato strip. The fast food industry gets hold of it, and nothing is ever the same again. In 1948, a small hamburger stand in San Bernardino, California, started selling fries alongside their burgers. That stand was called McDonald's. And when a milkshake salesman named Ray Kroc walked in and saw the operation, he didn't see a restaurant. He saw a machine. Kroc bought the rights from the McDonald brothers, scaled it globally, and in doing so, transformed what a French fry was. Natural potato, hot oil, salt. That was it for thousands of years. Kroc needed consistency. He needed every fry in every country to taste identical. So the labs got involved. Today, a standard fast food French fry contains not 3 ingredients, but sometimes up to 19. Dextrose to make sure it browns the right color. Sodium acid pyrophosphate to stop it turning gray. Dimethyl polysiloxone, a chemical also used in silly putty, added to the frying oil to reduce foaming. The Belgian villagers who fried potatoes over an open fire in the snow, they would not recognize what we're eating today. Here's where it gets truly strange. Fact 1. The United States alone has an entire research industry dedicated to the perfect French fry. Scientists spend years studying fry geometry, the exact length to width ratio that creates maximum crunch to softness. This is a real job. This is real money. Fact 2. Belgium still hasn't forgiven the world for calling them French fries. The country launched an official UNESCO campaign to have Belgian fry culture recognized as a protected World Heritage tradition. They call them frites, and they have over 5,000 dedicated fry shops called friteries, one for roughly every 2,000 people. Fact 3. During World War I, American soldiers stationed in Belgium tasted fries for the first time. The official language of the Belgian army at the time was French, so the soldiers assumed the fries were French. They brought the name home to America. One linguistic accident, and the credit shifted forever. Fact 4. McDonald's French fry flavor was once partially created using beef extract, a fact they didn't disclose. When it came out, it triggered lawsuits from vegetarian and Hindu communities worldwide who had unknowingly consumed beef for years. McDonald's paid over $12 million in settlements. Fact 5. The world's most expensive French fries cost $200 a serving. They're made with Japanese Wagyu beef fat, black truffle, and edible gold. They're served at a New York restaurant. From frozen river to gold leaf. Think about that arc for a second. Okay, here's the truth that ties all of this together. French fries are not French. The man history remembers as bringing them to America didn't cook them himself. The person who did cook them, who truly mastered them, spent his life poor and died. The food that poor Belgian villagers created out of desperation became a $40 billion global industry. And most people eating fries right now at a drive-thru window right now have no idea. That's the thing about food. It carries history inside it. Every bite holds a story of who created it, who suffered for it, who profited from it, and who got forgotten along the way. The next time you pick up a fry, that golden, crispy, impossibly satisfying strip of potato, maybe ask yourself, who really made this possible? Because the answer is almost never who you think. Subscribe now, because history tastes completely different when you know who actually paid the price. And drop a comment below. Let's see how many people had no idea.